Guys, got something to admit. This little 300 SS here, I have not ridden this motorcycle in over a year. Matter of fact, I haven't even cranked it up in a year, so I imagine this is probably not gonna go well. Wow, literally nothing. Well, today, we gotta get this bike running. What's going on, guys? I'm Chase, and that is our CFMoto 300 SS that is totally freaking dead. If you guys are curious, we are doing a giveaway of the 300 SS and the 450 SS at the same time. If you guys want to win those motorcycles, all you have to do is go to wbrgarage.com. You can grab a membership, grab merch, whatever you do there gets you entries over to the giveaway. And then once we give the bikes away, depending on how many entries, the website contabulates it and we pick a winner at the end of the time. Don't worry, by the time we give this bike away, I will have it running. So if you guys want to win this bike or the 450 SS, go to wbrgarage.com and do whatever you want to do there. You can find out all the details on the website. You guys got to do that. But today, we got to get this bike cranked up. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably watching this video and you're like, Chase, if the battery's dead, why don't you just get a new battery? And I will if I have to, but I figured in this video, let me run you guys through the options that you have out there because I'm in a very odd situation. I have lots of loaner bikes and bikes I'm supposed to be doing testing on and stuff like that. So what ends up happening is I don't put as many miles on my own personal motorcycles as I should, which is why I haven't been able to ride the 300 SS in over a year, and that has killed the battery. Now, typically I have a list of things that I try out before I buy a battery, because batteries are not cheap, so I don't want to be just buying batteries left and right. So in today's video, I'm going to take you guys through the normal steps that I would go through to try to get my battery to get started so that then my alternator and my motorcycle, I can get it cranked up and that can start charging the battery back to life. So in today's video, we're going to go through all of those normal options, and if none of them work, I will get a new battery for it. And here are the options that we're gonna go through today. Also, if you guys want links for any of this stuff, I'm just gonna have it all in the description down below. I know a lot of you guys probably aren't in the situation where you don't get to ride your own motorcycle enough, but I know a lot of you guys can't ride over the winter time, so you might be dealing with something kind of like this. So that's kind of my thought process on this video. Maybe if y'all's battery is old or dead, because I did find out that motorcycle batteries have a lifespan of 4 to 7 years before the stuff inside of them starts to kind of like not be as good as it was. So everybody's gonna have a battery at a different level of life at some point in time. Regardless, let's go through what we're gonna do today to try to get this motorcycle started. So the first step we're gonna do is use a battery tender. This is my always go-to if my bike's battery is either low or if I'm not gonna crank it up for a while and I can actually remember to do this. I always put it on a battery tender. Now, if I let the battery charge on the battery tender and it does not start cranking after that, I will then go to one of these little jump starters. I always keep one of these while I'm out riding just in case something happens with my engine. So I have one of these little jump starters that we can try after that. If the little jump starter doesn't work, we're gonna go to slightly extreme measures and we're gonna try to jump start the motorcycle off of a car battery. Obviously a car battery is much bigger than a motorcycle battery, so you do have to be particular about how you do it, but don't worry, we'll go through all that. And if all that doesn't work, I will pull the trigger and I'll get a battery and I'll take you guys through what battery I end up getting. So let's see how far down this list I've got to go to get this bike cranked up. So guys, first thing we're gonna try is a battery tender. Now, what a battery tender does is slowly trickle charge your motorcycle, and I feel like a battery tender is an absolute essential for anybody that rides motorcycles. We all go through periods throughout the year where you're gonna ride a little less than you normally would. And if you've only got one motorcycle, you need to grab a battery tender. And if you know you're not gonna ride your bike for a couple weeks, just put it on a little charge. They always come with this little quick attachment bracket, so you can install that on your battery and you wouldn't even have to take your battery out. Now, we don't have one of those installed on the 300 SS, so I am gonna have to remove the seat and get to the battery. But if you installed one of these little leads, you wouldn't even have to do that. You just plug it into the battery tender if you know you're not gonna ride for a while, and it's a great solution to maintain your battery to where it needs to be, especially you guys in areas where you can't ride for a part of the year. These things are a must. So let's get to the battery in here and get it charged on the battery tender. Something to note, this is not going to be a quick process. So if your battery's dead and you just need to jump it, that is not what the battery tender is gonna do. It is going to slowly trickle charge your battery up to where it needs to. this is not a fast solution. So we're gonna have to put it on the bike and let it sit for a while to see if it will actually get that battery charged, at least enough for the motorcycle to crank up. So guys, when I was looking at the battery, I realized there was a couple extra cables on the battery, which is not normal. And then I realized CFMoto actually installs one of these quick battery plugs already for you. So again, shout out to CFMoto for doing cool stuff. So we're gonna be able to plug directly into this and we'll get it charging and see how it goes. All right guys, so not great news. We have the plug plugged into the battery and we have a blinking amber light. And the battery here is kind of cool. It gives you these little indicators on the back. It says blinking red amber is AC power applied, a battery not connected properly. We are looking for an amber light steady, like one constant light. That means the battery is charging. Before we go away from this, I'm gonna try to use the clamps just in case that this battery connector wasn't installed correctly or something like that, just to cover all of our bases. All right guys, I got the clamps on here and we are still getting a blinking orange light on the battery tender. That tells me that this battery is beyond the reach of a battery tender. So I don't think that means all is lost yet. Just nope. Not yet. Okay, so that's not working. So next up, we will move to a jump box. Ideally, we would have seen this light turn solid, but not the case this time. Okay, we'll take those off and move on to the next step. All right guys, so the battery tender did not work, but that's okay. Next up, we are gonna go on to this little jump starter guy. So what this little guy is basically a little battery bank, but it has special cables right here. So guys, this is the MicroStart XP3 from Anti-Gravity, and it comes in this cool little pouch here, which houses everything you need. And this is why I said you can easily pack this up and keep this with you on your motorcycle, just in case anything ever happens. One, this can be used as a regular battery bank. It's got USB plugs here so you can charge your camera, you can charge your phone, and this thing will jumpstart literally anything. Cars, motorcycles, ATVs, trucks, literally all the stuff. Super handy thing, even if you have just a car and you don't have a bike. So the thing that makes it a jump starter is this little guy. So that little black cable area that I showed you guys, you peel that up, you plug this in like, if I do it correctly, like so, and now you can plug this into your battery and actually jump start it. So it's like a battery bank plus a situation. Pretty cool. Let's see if it works though. Now this is going to be a similar situation. We are going to go red cable to the red spot. Cool. Now the black cable will go to the black. And there's a button called boost. Turns the red thing on there. Oh my God, that's working. Oh my God, the screen's actually on. Holy shit.
Oh my God, okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Wait.
Everybody calm down.
We're getting somewhere. Holy shit. Okay, let's turn it off. Let it chill for a second. Oh my God, this is amazing. Okay. This is better than before. We're getting flashing red and white, or red and green. Okay, so that's getting it close. It's almost cranking. I think it just needs like a little more power. I'm gonna be 100% with you guys. I did not think that was gonna work, but that gets it so close. Okay. That does make me feel a little better about next step though. Let's go car battery. For this next step, I will need to at least partially park my vehicle into here so I can get the jumper cables. These guys, I need the car battery close enough to this so these things can reach over. So let's see if I can get my car parked in here on the opposite thing. This will be weird. Sweet.
Hello there.
No. Oh my God, I'm failing so miserably. Guys, before we get these plugged into the car and the bike, there is a very specific order to do this in and some things to watch out for. One, when you're jump starting a bike with a car, you have to make sure that the car does not get turned on. The battery in this thing is absolutely massive and plenty powerful to jump start a bike if it's able to be jump started. Obviously, if your battery's dead, ain't nothing happening. But do not have the car on. It will overpower the motorcycle system. As long as you have the car off, you should be fine. Now, steps-wise, we are going to go positive to the car. Step 2, positive to the motorcycle. Step 3, negative to the car. Step 4, negative to an unpainted part of the motorcycle. It has to go in that order. Do not do it otherwise. Also, I do realize that some of you guys in the comments might be saying, well, Chase, you didn't try bump starting the motorcycle, which is really a whole video in and of itself. This battery is so dead that we've tried bump starting it previously before filming this video, and it didn't work. If you guys want to see us do a bump starting video, let us know in the comments. We'll try to do that at some point in time, but we are past that. So let's get it plugged up and see if the car battery is enough, because the jump starter was close. We might just need a little more power. Okay. Please, for the love of God, crank, baby, crank. Okay. Fuel pump primed. More power, more better.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Oh my God. You're an idiot.
Hi everyone. So, one, when your car is attached to those cables, don't be focusing on making videos and touch the positives and negatives, or you'll burn your house down, as I almost did. Anyway, what we saw was the bike crank up, which is great. That tells us that the whole bike is fine. But if you noticed, the moment that I took the jumper cables that were connected to the car off the motorcycle, it totally died. What that tells us is our battery is a giant brick and it's just weighing the bike down. So, good news about that, the bike runs totally fine. Great. The bad news about that is our battery is 100% toasty toast. Like, not even good toasty toast where you can like scrape the black off. Like, it's like gross toast and you just need to throw it away. So, the good news is that moves us to our final step, which is just replace the damn battery. So, let me show you guys the battery. It's actually better than this one. I'll show you. Also, please, please for the love of God, never touch the black and the red when it's attached to the car. It did start a fire. I did throw it out of my hands. Everything is okay.
Lesson learned.
We learned a lesson.
You threw it out of your hands at a piece of wood.
That's up for debate if that was a good idea or not. We will move on. So if you find yourself in this situation, you gotta go with a battery. And what we're going with is a anti-gravity ATZ7. So one, this is a lithium ion battery, so it is very light. It is shockingly light compared to a regular lead acid battery that is inside of the bike right now. Also, the reason we went with the anti-gravity, one, I've used these batteries tons in the past and I absolutely love this little feature that they have. So these little batteries have a really cool feature, and if you see right here, it says restart technology. It's like anti-gravity put their little restart battery inside of their regular batteries. And to turn this battery on, to like use it for its first time, you have to hold this button for 2 seconds. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. And now, hypothetically, the battery is awoken, is the term they use. So if your battery, this one, inside the motorcycle dies, you can actually use the restart technology to restart the battery itself. It's almost got like a battery jumper inside the battery. How freaking cool is that? So this battery is also much smaller, it's much lighter, and included in the box, they give you new hardware to use, and they give you these little rubber stoppers or foam. This is to add to the outside of the battery so you can like fit it into different areas. So we will get the old battery removed out of the motorcycle, and then we will try to fit this little guy in and get everything working. I also love that it has the positives and the negatives on both sides. So depending on how your bike is set up, you can be that way or that way. It's kind of neat and handles like all situations. So pretty cool. We'll put a link for this one in the description, but Anti-Gravity has a freaking ton of batteries, and you do need to make sure that your motorcycle battery bay is right for this battery. They have a whole bike like thing on their website that you can put your bike, year, make, model, all that kind of stuff to make sure you get the right battery. So let's see if it works. Cool. Guys, look at the size comparison between the old one and the new one. That is insanity. Alrighty guys, new batteries in. Hadn't put the seat back on just because I want to double check everything works. Hopefully the battery works and the bike gets cranked up. It all should, so we'll see. Good sign so far. Okay. Moment of truth.
Finally!
Thank God. Thank you, sweet baby, little tiny Jesus. Hadn't heard this thing crank up in a while. Oh, thank God. That's all she wrote, boys. We do have a slight note that I do want to make sure for you guys that do pick up a lithium-ion battery. You got to be careful though. So guys, we got the bike cranked up, freaking awesome. But now that we switched to a lithium-ion battery, we do have to mention something. Now, we have discussed that a lead-acid battery, this heavy old thing, is totally different than a lithium-ion battery. And because of that, the chargers are also different, as long as you get the right kind. Now, you guys saw earlier, I used a battery tender on this battery. It didn't end up working, but that battery tender is only able to be used on lead-acid batteries. You cannot use those style chargers on a lithium-ion battery. So what we ended up doing, because we're gonna have this bike here for a little while as we're doing all the giveaway content on it, is we grabbed a DuraBoost smart battery charger and maintainer. If you guys notice here, it says compatible with 12-volt lithium-ion and lead acid. Oh my God, lead acid. Compatible with all 12-volt lithium-ion and lead acid power sports batteries. You have to make sure you have a lithium battery charger or a lithium and a lead acid battery. If it does not say that, do not use that. You could mess your battery up. So the reason I ended up going with the DuraBoost one was because you guys know we got tons of bikes in the garage here. Like some have lithium batteries. My own personal bike has a lithium battery, but we get a lot of other bikes that might have lead acid batteries. So I just wanted to get a charger that could handle everything. So because of that, I'm upgrading my battery charger to this DuraBoost one. I'll have a link in the description. This is the one I would recommend you guys get, because that way you have one charger for all bikes, and it doesn't matter if you upgrade the battery or you have multiple bikes and they have different style batteries. Just get this guy, call it a day. It's got smart charging, so it knows where the battery level is and where to make it trickle charging. We're not going into the in-depths of the battery stuff, but it can maintain, it can do low voltage, it can do a constant current charge mode. It's got all types of stuff. It's smart. I'm not.
Dummy? Oh my God. You're an idiot.
Go with that. So guys, I would love to take this motorcycle for a ride, but unfortunately, I don't have tags for it yet. I'm going this weekend to get those, so I would love to finish this video with a ride of this bike, but I legally can't right now because I'm waiting on tag stuff. So I should have it in by the end of this week, so we should have our first ride on this post dead battery situation on the next video. If you guys got to this point in the video, you're in the outro crew. Thank you guys so much. I really hope this video helps you guys understand like what options you have if your batteries are dead in your bike. Put OC in your comment after you like the video and let me know if you learned anything, what stages you've had to go to get your bike cranked up after you maybe haven't started it for a while. And like I said, if you guys want any of the stuff we did and used today, we've got links for all of it in the description down below. They are affiliate links. If you use those links, they do help the channel out and they don't cost you anything extra, so we really appreciate any of you guys that end up buying stuff. I imagine that most of you are probably going to need that DuraBoost charger because that thing is absolutely legit. I'm going to be using it moving forward. Anyways guys, I'm Chaseontwowheels. Thank you guys so much. If you guys want to win this motorcycle or our 450 SS, we are giving them away over at wvrgarage.com. Just top link down below. Go there, it'll explain how you can win these things and you could be getting this thing straight up given to you. Guys, I'm Chaseontwowheels. You guys ride safe out there, and I'll see you on the next one, where we're riding motorcycles. Am I right? It's good times. I don't know what the gas is in this thing, but it's almost full, but it's been a year. How long is gas good? Next video? Let's find out.